Hello, everybody, and we are live with Crypto Talk now with Max. This segment is basically referred to as Research with Max. Previously, it was known as DYOR with Max. Basically means same thing. And with that said, glad to be able to be here today with each and every one of you. Thanks for joining us tonight, to say the very least. And with that said, before we kick things into gear, we're going to go ahead and welcome our wonderful community and audience. And if anything, we're going to start things off with the one, the only, April Cornwell. She says, "Hey, Max. Hey, everyone. Hey, April. Really, really good to see you. Glad to have you here today, as well as everybody else that's part of the community." On top of that, we have the one, the only, Brian Dowie. What's up, April? Max, the community. Yes. Hello, right back at you, my friend. Next, we have Jeff Pruden, a.k.a. the Drunken Master of Crypto. Or as Larry would say, whoa. Anyway. All right. Jeff says, Luna Classics about to make us all rich. I feel that way. On top of that, Ricky is in the house. Shout out to Blue Whale Ricky. If you don't know who he is, you need to get off of his lawn. Let's see here. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. I can't say it like Larry, but I'm trying. I'm really trying hard. Thumbnail makes me feel like we're going to school. Well, I am a teacher. That was the whole point. The Drunken Master Crypto. Man, let's go. And let's just go ahead and start. So maybe some other people will file in, and that's okay. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right. It's going to share the whole thing. All right, and here we go. So, as you guys can see, the overall crypto. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm just making sure we're good. The overall crypto market cap is sitting at 1.03 trillion. It's just down slightly compared to the last day. Nothing too amazing. I'm actually going to pull up the 1 hour chart, because when we pull up crypto bubbles, you're going to notice everything's going to show it's green, and it's kind of an illusion, to say the least. So yeah, just these up, right here on the 1 hour chart. Big shout out to XDC, right? We love our ISOs. On the 24 hour chart, nothing too crazy. I did like to see that helium was up a little bit. Needed to be, because, well, it didn't really need to be. I mean, it's buying opportunities for helium. I am a fan of helium. I hold a small bag of helium. Wish I held more. Ethereum Classic is doing a little bit. And last but not least, we're going to take this look at the 7-day chart. We have EOS, Cosmos, Chiliz. We're always talking about Chiliz. We're going to be talking about Chiliz a little bit later tonight. And with that said, we're going to kick it into, for instance, not that. We're going to kick it into this. So, starting things off with the news. I joined a few of you guys yesterday on the post show. And one of the things, of course, that you guys have been bringing up the last couple of days was the whole, let me adjust this mic real quick. The whole thing with Mt. Gox. There's a lot of fear, certainty, doubt, right, when it comes to this. So this actually was posted, I believe, yesterday, straight from the Wall Street Journal. States Mt. Gox creditors near payout, sparking fears of Bitcoin price crash. Goes on to mention that an influx of Bitcoins could rock the cryptocurrency's price in an already punishing year. Yeah, to say the least. 8 years after one of the largest cryptocurrency heists ever, investors stand on the precipice of getting back some of their tokens. With it comes fears of a Bitcoin crash. Mt. Gox, a once dominant Bitcoin exchange, lost 850,000 Bitcoins following fraudulent withdrawals, leading it to file for bankruptcy in 2014. On top of that, the heist sparked user efforts to uncover who made off with their digital currency and civil litigation to recover 200,000 Bitcoins to the exchange later identified. Under a plan approved by creditors, the trustee handling the redistribution of assets said last month it was nearing the repayment of Bitcoins, a spin-off cryptocurrency called Bitcoin Cash, and normal government-issued cash to victims. A little bit more. It is unclear just how many Bitcoins may hit the market and when. Some users are likely to hold. Bitcoin was worth about $540 a piece when Mt. Gox filed for bankruptcy. Even with the recent sell-off, the digital currency is up more than 3,500% since then. The trustee also gave creditors the option of taking a mix of crypto and cash now for waiting for a later payment with the possibility of getting more funds. Some will certainly wait. And of course, here's this thing about the 2019 trustee report, if you want to look more into it. But last but not least, it mentions an influx of Bitcoins could rock the cryptocurrency's price in an already punishing year for digital assets, causing traders to keep watch for a supply shock. And it kind of just gives you a quick gist of what happened. Of course, dating all the way back to 2015. As we know, Bitcoin dates back technically late 2009, early 2010. But you get an idea of what's happening with that. We'll get more into other headlines and other news, as well as research. For now, we're going to kick it back to the comments. So with that said, let's take a look at the latest comment. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a stop share. That way you guys don't have to see all the infinite mirrors and windows like we're at a carnival, right? So with that said, we're going to go to, and I'm not going to read every comment. I've been listening to some of you guys' feedback. I'm just going to go to mainly statements and questions just to have a better running show. So shout out to Roberto Ramos. All right, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I have not seen you before. I want to go ahead and welcome you. We have a very welcoming community. Guys, go ahead and welcome Roberto. He states, Lunatics token is helping burn a Luna Classic, and they are getting listed on LBank this week. Yes, I saw that, and that is awesome. I'm really glad to hear it. Shout out to those who are holding it. There's a few members of our community who currently hold the Luna T token. Brian Dowie, Max, what do you see happening on Friday when staking is back? And then what do you think happens when the burns kick in? How much pump between staking and burns? What I see happening is strong demand. So basically, it's going to be like this. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know it's kind of going on a limb. But as we know, when it comes to, I'm going to erase that for a second. When it comes to our cryptos, when you have tremendous amount of supply and demand, those two key factors, you should see really decent pumps. Now, of course, if some other things should happen during the same time, it will, of course, affect price action, but we should still see decent pumps. Now, if we can get into Friday and where things haven't gone to hell in a handbasket, per se, when it comes to the overall crypto market, and things look decent, man, that's going to be pretty sweet. So yes, the combination of, for instance, was that on the 26th? Yeah, 26th is Friday, the big day, right? So I don't think necessarily it's going to happen instantaneous. Like for instance, for us here in the United States, depending on our time zone and so on, some people say it's all going to happen on UTC. It all depends. But between, I would say, the 26th and the 27th, if the market looks pretty good overall, we should see a decent pump. And I don't know necessarily if anything parabolic. Of course, we're all rooting for that. But to say the least, to answer your question, as far as what I see, that's what I see happening. How much pump between staking and burns? It's hard to say in regards to that. Again, I'm not a fortune teller with that. But with those two things going on and all the hype, and now things actually coming into finally, I want to say full fruition, but like really, really getting there, to say the least. And by the way, we're going to cover some of this recent events with Luna Classic. It will all start to make more sense to you about how this basically works. So I know you guys are excited, and rightfully so. Let's go ahead and check out some of the other comments. You got Tim Shea says, hey, Legrand Commission, hello, Max, and the wonderful Crypto Talk Now family. Thank you. You guys all saying hello to each other. That's great. We absolutely love that. Let's see here. Blue Whale Ricky, always hit like, but at the end of the show, there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for just doing that in general. Brian Dowie, I forget and hit it when someone mentions it. That's all right. And on top of that, let's see. Got any other questions? Big statement. Drunken Master of Crypto. Definitely remember everybody just. Oh, that comment moved. Everybody just because they are staking going to happen here soon. Not everybody's going to stay at the same time. So the next few weeks are going to be very interesting. Yeah, to say the very least, right? Edward Vincent, you have 1 year to hold $1,000 of either two choices. A, Luna Classic, or B, XRP. Spam in the chat and your answer to Max. Okay. Well, that's a good one. You have to choose one. Why do I have to choose one or the other? Why not? I have both. So, yeah, I'm going with. How about answer C? All of the above, right? Okay. Tim Shea, ALBT looks at a great price. Think I'm picking up some. Runs with Quant. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually pull that up for a second. I'm just gonna see what's going on with that. Let me share that. If you hear something revving up in the background, it's my computer's the liquid cooling. I don't have fans. That's just how I roll. All right. All right. And with that said, let's just pull that up. Okay. And you said ALBT. All right. So we're pulling that up. Sitting at about a little above 5 cents. Volume is currently down. Currently ranked 732. Should be probably on the move, right? But yeah, here's how it's looking basically right now. We'll take a look and see what's going on their Twitter. If there's any like big announcements, just real quick. Why not, right? So of course there's this pinned tweet, but that's yesterday's pinned tweet. So we'll take a look at this. So it says, as a part of our blog series, we've been diving into some of the use cases for the DeFi terminal, Alliance Block's staking and liquidity mining solution. Today, we broaden our focus to show how new projects and founders can leverage the DeFi terminal. And you can look more into this. It mentions basically in the highlight, DeFi terminal use case, taking the headache out of tokenomics, DeFi terminal for new crypto startups. And of course, this is a little bit more in regards to this. It's kind of like what, 0.1 through 10. And I'm just trying to see if there's anything else maybe from previously. Give me just a moment. It looks like that's the main focus. So that's the hot new thing that's going on. Also, of course, like you see right here, the product update, a one-stop shop for DeFi introducing. Yeah, basically what we just talked about. All right, so give me just a moment. Yes, the infamous elbow cough, right? I know you guys were saying that last night. That's okay. All right, so let's get into Shaka Crypto. Hey, Shaka, good to see you. Just stop by to say what's up and hit the like. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Shaka. And guys, by all means, if you haven't done so already, check out our friend Shaka Crypto. He provides great content, and he's just a good person, good individual. Thanks for stopping by, Shaka. Let's see here. Edward Vincent, that means 500 Luna Classic and 500 XRP. And let's see here. All right, that's from Twitch. Did you know that average Americans order at McDonald's? Okay. I don't know if it's spam. Maybe it's you just want to tell us something. That was kind of unusual to get something from Twitch. So right on. Shout out to whoever's watching us on Twitch. How about that? And he's got the Super Meat. I believe that's Super Meat Wad or whatever his name is from Steam. That's a good game. All right. Diesel computers at max. No, not really. It's just it does kind of rev up. All right. And let's see. Big Mike, who's Mike Cornwell's one of his accounts. He says that he always talks about ALBT. Right on. Selmo Fuds, his Crypto Talk now. It's got the thing up. Thank you, Mr. Selmo. Good to see you. Crypto Winner, aka Hump Not Dump, aka Badir. He states, "What's up, guys? Out here humping, not dumping. Nice, very nice. You guys are giving each other a heads up and a welcome." Brian Dowie says, "Tough question, Edward. I guess Luna Classic. Yeah, it's just too tough, right? Don't put me in that position, Edward Vincent. Don't." Okay. All right. Iron Lux Trader back at it. He says, "What's up, fam? Glad to see you, Iron Lux." Tim Shea, thanks for checking out, Max. Yeah, no problem, Tim Shea. Anytime, my friend. Good to see you. All right. Max, you still sick? Yeah, but I'm a lot better than compared to I was. I don't know, man. Like, I could eat all the vegetables and exercise and all that, and I've been trying to do a lot more exercise. I have. I've lost 15 pounds since I went back to teaching, and it's a combination of being sick and then also exercise. But yeah, I've been trying to eat better, exercise, all that stuff, and there's another big storm that came in last night, and it just like stirred up all my allergy problems all over again. And it's just like all the progress I made is, it was kind of like uh, you know, one step back, I mean, two steps forward, one step back. You know what I mean? Where the other hand, I felt like I was really, really making progress. So one of those things. All right, Edward Vincent, SHIB looks like it's steadily trending upwards. That's great. We'll pull that up for a second. Why not? Shiba Inu. Because you know what? It's good to talk about SHIB sometimes, you know? So let's share the whole screen. And let's see. Shiba Inu. I can just pull it off on the main page. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the volume. Let's see. Nope. But you know what? Still great buying opportunity. Sitting at 4 zeros, 1313. As you guys know, I got into it at 5 zeros, 799. And I still kicking myself for back in the day where I could have gotten to it at 6 zeros in the number, but I didn't force myself to learn about certain things. Like I could have just bought a whole bunch of it like on Uniswap. But you know, for new investors, it just come fresh off the boat, if you will, from the likes of what? Robinhood, right? It's intimidating. You see that and you feel like you just don't know what the heck to do. But that's a lot of us, you know. Let's just be real about it. That's a lot of us. So let's see. Just gonna stop sharing on that one. Kick it back to the comments. Jeff Pruden, have some turmeric and garlic onion tea. I've been trying everything, all this stuff, organic pineapple juice, just all sorts of just bleh, you know. Like, I mean, organic pineapple juice ain't bad, but it's just I can't really get anything to work for me. I have tried some of you guys' suggestions, but what is helping me is I have this. It's like a breathing machine, if you will, and it's got the albuterol for I can open up my airways, and that really, really like significantly helped, to say the least. What doesn't help is a bunch of kids coming up to me with germs and stuff like that. But it's what comes with territory, you know. But I'll be so glad to finally get rid of it, to say the least. Salamander in Space, who won third place. Yes, it rhymes. He is stating that XTC is going up. Yeah, I saw that. We talked about that just real shortly at the beginning of the show. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. What do you guys think? I'm sorry, you guys think Luna Classic will run past $1 this next few years if it gets its token circulation down to 10 billion or less? Believe it or not, yes. One of the videos again that we did outlines some of that. If you're willing to hold it long term, Luna Classic, I mean, you're gonna be fine. I don't know if I'm willing to hold it that long, but maybe if I bought multiple bags and just kept dollar cost averaging in, that would make sense. But Luna Classic is definitely one of those ones I'm going to take profits off the top when I see it, do some really, really significant things. I mean, we get to 7 cents, or should say when we do, or past that, yeah, definitely taking profits off the tops. Just makes sense. But yeah, to answer your question, I do see it going past $1 in the next few years. And for those reasons that you basically outlined. So thank you for that. Crypto Winner, aka Hump Not Dump, aka Badir. He states, waiting on Friday's World Fed meeting. Hopefully they will be attacking the dollar and come up with ideas to bring the dollar down. If they say anything negative about the dollar, Bitcoin is going up. Okay, thank you. And we're going to go a little bit further down. Let's see. Moon Force General. Yeah. All right, we'll say it. Let's say it. Iron Lux Trader. Moon Force General. I haven't seen him in a while. Anyway, just felt like saying. All right, Salamander NFT. Who won? The WAGME FT was the person who won that was Samuel. Don't call me Captain Hook. Jeff Prudent. Tron about to take over the world. I think you're joking. Actually, I am one of those guys that's in the minority. I think that Tron is something that can is still an opportunity. I know a lot of you guys aren't big fans of Tron. I hold a lot of BTT. I've been holding it since summer 2021. My stance as of recently was that I was looking to get out of BTT as soon as I saw basically any type of profits. I will say shout out to Mike the Investor. He's covered BTT from the very beginning. If you want to learn more about BTT, definitely follow Mike the Investor. He breaks it down really, really well. And when I was thinking, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get out of BTT. It's incredibly boring. I don't know if I'm willing to wait that long. And then he instilled confidence for me, in which I said to myself, all right, well, I guess some of this makes sense now. All right. Do I wish BTT was like the likes of Filecoin and just, the premier file storage crypto? Yeah, absolutely. But BTT will get there in their own way. Combine that, I would say by 2023, we'll be fine in regards to BTT and some of these other ones, especially when we hit the bull market. BTT is one of those things, they take the sweet time, kind of like Cardano. But I mean, I know it's totally different. You can't really compare BTT with Cardano. But as far as them taking their time to have positive catalysts and all that stuff, they definitely take their time, to say the least. All right, let's go a bit further down. Unless Trader gives all the Discord homies a virtual handshake or something. La Grande Commission. You won one of them. We ended doing 3 giveaways last night. You won the last one. Yeah, that's right. And thank you again, Legrand, for basically supplying and providing, I should say, what you did. That was very generous of you. And just thank you again for everything else that you've done for community. You can't thank you enough, man. I really mean that. Iron Lux Trader, what's going on, brother Maximus? What's going on is I'm still fighting this thing. I hope to get rid of it soon. But, I'm still going to plug along. I'm still going to do my thing. And glad to be here. So always good to see you, Iron Lux. Chef Pruden. Will garlic and here we go. Will garlic and onions. Oh, well, garlic. I think it was a typo. So, well, garlic and onions are amazing immunity booster combo with turmeric. Just squish it all up and boil it, strain it, and sip it like it's a beautiful deliciousness. Yeah, true. Edward Vincent, killer immune system building. Yep. Michael Cornwell, I got such a legit NFT from Legrand. Absolutely bad. Yeah, bad. You know what, right? That's awesome. You mentioned something like it was worth maybe $300 or $400. So I mean, that's pretty awesome, man. That was a big second place win. So, the Drunken Master Crypto, new nickname, Dr. Jeff. Yes. The Grand Commission. I'm glad you like it, Mike. All right. And you guys talking to each other. Edward Vincent. I was listening to a show that was talking about the A0 apparently going to boom. I don't know about A0. I'll have to look into that. Man, I missed the super sticker. What the heck? All right. Thank you, Mike Cornwell, for the super sticker. Let me see if any other ones came in. I'm just going to the other screen. Thank you, Mike Cornwell, as always. Really, really appreciate it. Grand Commission. Yep. Samuel Hook did win that first place. Mike Cornwell won second. Salamander Space won third. Mike Cornwell is pointing out that his NFT was worth 0.25 ETH. Wow, that's crazy. Literally, he just said it. It's awesome. Badir, aka Crypto Winter, aka Hump Not Dump. Be careful with Tron. They have calcium. Voyager. Calcium. I like how you call it calcium. Voyager and 3 arrows ties to a money problems. The info. Okay. I think you're just trying to type that fast. That's fine. We get what you mean. Yep. Thank you. You guys all want to win some stuff. Okay. So just going to go down to that last one. And we're going to kick it back to the crypto topics. All right. And we already covered that. As well as that. All right. So the next one is this right here. And basically, this comes straight from the Daily Hodl. I know a lot of you guys aren't too into that term. But like you see right here, it mentions analysts who call the 2022 crypto collapse issues a Cardano alert. Here's his price target. And why not mention Cardano, right? They are the premier leader when it comes to smart contracts. A lot of us feel that Cardano is going to be one of those great standout ones, possibly for next year. But if anything, within the next few years, as in 2 to 5 years, we should be more than fine with Cardano. I, of course, have mentioned in the past, I have a decent sized bag of it. I overpaid for it. You guys might have came in, I don't know, within the last couple months and, basically got it for significantly less compared to what I paid for it. But whatever the case be, we all have our reasons for why we entered into Cardano. And with that said, let's check this out. So, a popular analyst with a solid track record of predicting market retracements is issuing warnings about 2 of the top crypto assets. Okay. The pseudonymous trader Capo. Capo, man. Yeah, man. He's still not his first alerts. Man. Okay, sorry. All right. His 485,300 Twitter followers, that scalable blockchain platform Cardano could be in for a major price drop over the next few weeks. Will Maximus get another bag? Probably not. I'm still cool with what I got. I mean, you drop it 4K into anything. I mean, it's nothing to bat an eye at, right? But at the same time, I don't know. I might consider it. But check this out. In a chart mapping out ADA's price fluctuations dating back to May, Capo focuses on ascending wedge pattern. Ooh, okay. Starting with a rally which began in late July. The altcoin nearly captured the 60 cent level on August 16th before market-wide woes caused the token to lose nearly 25% last week. And we basically know this, even without adding this to our watch list. Cardano is like top 20 easily. You probably noticed this yourself without even getting too into it, right? Just taking glimpses at CMC or CoinGecko or whatever you use, right? Whatever app you use, I should say. So the analyst also maps out a series of peaks and valleys, which he believes will ultimately see Cardano falling to the 28 to 30 cent range, right? And it shows some of this right here. Again, like I mentioned, you don't have to be the most technical analysis guy to see some of this. They literally kind of highlight it for you. At the time of writing, Cardano is is up slightly in trading for 46 cents. Drop to 29 cents would mean an additional 37% capitulation. Can't even say it right now. Capitulation for ADA. Excuse me. When you try to talk sometimes and you try to hold back the cough, sometimes some of these words can get all jumbled. So I do apologize for that. Give me a second, actually. Okay. Kicking it back. So it goes on to mention some of these other things. Now, for me personally, I will be honest on this. Um, that sounds weird. I will be honest on this. Like I'm not honest to begin with. Anyway, um, if it hits 29 cent mark, that's gonna be really, really appealing to me. Because if anything, I could pick up a second bag of this. Yeah, I got a big bag of my overpayment, if you will. But at 29 cents, I mean, uh, if anything, when I look at my DCA, it's going to affect the average price that I pay for and make me feel a little bit better about this new position that I'm getting into. But anyway, forget that. Mentions moving on to Bitcoin. The analyst follows up on an August 20th tweet to update his anticipated support and resistance zones moving to September. And if anything, if you're just now coming in, this is where you might want to pay a little bit of attention. Capo expects that a dead cat bounce, which is called DCB, will temporarily revive Bitcoin to around 23,000. And this is really, really good to say the least, because you know what? We've been talking quite a bit, whether it's here, maybe a little bit on the post show, right? About how it's crucial that Bitcoin holds that 20K level of support. So when you see things like this, it kind of just makes you feel a little bit better, right? We all want to feel good. So before falling back to 19,000, hold on, I'm sorry. Apologize for that. I just had to have a quick drink. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry. Uh, Capo expects that dead cat bounce. Let me see. I'm not muted. I don't want to mess that up either. There we go. All right. Capo expects that a dead cat bounce will temporarily revive Bitcoin to around 23K before falling back to the 19,000 mark, which might even put a brief low of 16,000 play before pushing back above 20K. Again, how temporary this is going to be, will this have be multiple days on the pullback? Hard to say. But if anything, it's still pointing back to the whole thing that 20K is crucial, whether we have a slight pullback or not. For instance, it states, quote, DCB to 22,500, 23.5, then bearish continuation. Break below 19,000 equals 16,000. So again, we're talking about the whole thing about, 20K was so crucial. And if we don't hold that support line and we do have a pullback, well, then the break below 19K, like it announces here, would basically mean a fall even further. As far as how temporary that is, that would be to 16K, which would be the local bottom. So a lot of, it's hard to predict bottoms. Most people can't. But nonetheless, they're doing it based off of technical analysis to just give you an idea of like, here's this support level, here's what could happen on the other, so on and so forth, right? And it makes it simple. You see it right here. We mainly just talked about it, a few moments ago. And then last but not least, it says Bitcoin is currently flat on the day and changing hands for 21,301. The analyst concludes by sharing his thoughts about the overall crypto market cap, saying, quote, market is bearish. Every bounce is a good selling opportunity. Being out of the market until new lows is smart, right? Unless, of course, you're the type of person in which you're like a crypto winner who shorts. That's for some people and it's not for others, right? But if you are going to short, keep in mind, you got to know what the heck you're doing. And it just, yeah, I don't want to see anybody get wrecked, to say the least, because they're just trying to play around with it. All right. So with that said, before I kick it into the next segment, we're going to go ahead and recognize our community. And let's see here. Oh, we have some more super chats. That's good. Yep. That was what you guys said before. So I'm a little bit further down than that. My bad. Salamander Space, thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm happy for this community, Max. Yes, thank you. I'm happy as well, to say the least. Blue Whale Ricky, we are all winners even without a giveaway because we bear all here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mike Cornwell with the $5 super chat. Thank you again. I'm 2.5 times happier for this community, Max. LOL. Yeah. Thank you. And let's see here. Jeff Pruden. Why is that? Remind me of a Price is Right move, Michael. Okay, my bad. Tim Shea, Ricky's all about the extra B in your statement. And let me go a little bit farther down because you guys just kind of talk amongst each other. There's nothing wrong with that. I want you guys to do that. It's all about community, right? Jeff Pruden, $10 super chat from me. I'm happier than Michael. All right, I haven't seen that. I'm actually gonna just double check. I don't see anything about that. That's okay. Maybe you're just joking around. That's fine too. Let's see. Busta something blankety blank super chat. LOL. That's good. Edward Vincent. Okay, so the other Vincent brother is a big Ada fan. Right on. Right on. Charles Vincent is a big fan. Cool. Tell him I said hello. I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he's doing all right. Blue Whale Ricky, Larry is playing with his rock tonight. No, he's not. He's enjoying the day off, and rightfully so. Everybody deserves to have a day off at some point. Mr. Lambos. Yeah, all right. All right, Salamander. Hello, please give my third place winnings to Mrs. Cornwell. Really? Well, how about that? All right. Well, that was very generous of you. Thank you for that. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess you're going to have to work that out with, for one, you're going to have to work that out with April Cornwell. And then also Legrand will have to work that out to send that to April. So however way you guys want to coordinate that, if you want to do it on Discord, because I know you guys are on Discord, or if you just want to do that through Twitter, message, or whatever you want to do, right? Sounds like a good thing. Legrand Commission, Cool Cat always enters the show like he's coming from Taco Bell. He probably is coming from Taco Bell because he said, according to him, I got sick from Taco Bell. No, he did not. Guess what? Everybody gets sick from Taco Bell. Everybody. You eat at Taco Bell, you're going to get sick. Period. Anyway. Rich Energy, I think Bitcoin will hit 100,000 by tomorrow. Okay. That's a troll statement. That's okay. We can be trolls here. That's all right. K Salamander, Mike third place, Antigos April. Yep. And let's see. I'm gonna go further down even more. Mr. Lambos, let's talk XRP. If it clears the lawsuit, what do you think the price will be end of year 2023? Oh man. I would say at least $100, if not more. Some of you guys got like was it Rich Crypto, Common Sense Crypto? You know, they got multiple ones on there. Was it? I can't remember. Was it, guys? Is it 569, something like that? And then there's the next level, and then there's the next level, right? Monumental. So I'll go back to some of your comments in regards to that, but yeah, I think easily 100. Not financial advice, but that's just how I feel about it. All right. So Salamander, Taco Hell to the toilet. Yes. All right. Let's kick it back to actual crypto news. And let's get that going. All right. So that said, this was worthy to basically see. And that is this right here. Crypto whale who bet 1 million on Luna crash is now counter trading Jim Cramer. Man, I can't talk tonight. Apologize. So some key points. A trader doubled his position to 100,000 after counter trading Jim Cramer's recommendation. Don't know who Jim Cramer is? Well, he's from Mad Money. You know the deal, right? Market participants have scrutinized Cramer's calls to buy Ethereum in July, after which it lost 60% of its value. Yeah, he doesn't exactly call it all the time. Yeah, but teach his own. So it goes on to mention a pseudonymous cryptocurrency trader by the user handle Algod bet 1 million on Terra, crashing weeks before the event unfolded. His position against trades recommended by Jim Cramer has now doubled. What had happened? Well, in a Twitter update on Monday, Algod said his, quote, inverse Jim Cramer account had risen to over 100,000 from its starting value of 50,000. You want to know something? We were talking about this last night, not this specific thing. Shout out, of course, to Mike Cornwell. He has a unique story to share. Maybe you should share this, and maybe this will become new news on Benzinga. You guys are always talking about getting more people to watch this show. Well, there you go, my friend. Not telling you what to do, but all right. I just thought it was a cool story that you shared, but you could do what you want. You don't have to. But anyway, here's the original tweet. He says, officially double the inverse at Jim Cramer account. For those who are not aware, I started the account with 50K. Okay. It says, honestly, mind-blowing how wrong one man can be. I'm going to go into this. Actually, I don't need to blow it. So maybe I do. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if it's not too zoomed out. Let's see. All right. So there it is. So his position, right? ETH 2.01 times a short. Wow. Net value of 101,440. He basically earned a plus 25,162 on that, which was about 32%. Not too shabby, right? So I don't know. I mean, I guess anybody could take a screenshot and that could be manipulated, but I'm kind of leaning towards this actually happened. And then on top of that, as we go a little bit further down, let's see. He states, come on, man. StreamYard ad. Dang, this is just ridiculous. All right, there we go. Says, some people work a 9-to-5 job. I simply just counter trade Cramer. Doesn't exactly make Jim Cramer look too good. But anyway, it's not much but honest work, said Algod in a tweet. Cramer calls on cryptocurrency have been scrutinized by market participants in recent months for being widely inaccurate. Most recently, the Mad Money host was criticized for predicting Ethereum would see 30 to 40% gains when it was trading ahead of 3,000 in April. The second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, of course, lost 60% of its value after Cramer's statements. So there's a little bit more in this. This is actually interesting. I'm not going to read all of it. But it says, in July, Cramer referred to cryptocurrency as, quote, an awful asset without any real value. At the time, Ethereum was trading at 1,122 and went to rise 2,000 on August 14th. A Twitter account website called Inverse Cramer ETF. This is just getting more hilarious. Dedicated to tracking trades on the opposite of Cramer recommendations. My goodness. Cool Cat Crypto. Attention, Cool Cat Crypto. Maybe you should join this community, right? Anyway, just throwing it out there, my friend. Has quickly gained popularity among market participants. Here's the original tweet on August 18th. Still reeling from the lucky sales by Ryan Cohen in Bed Bath & Beyond. On this one, please don't say I failed to flag it as I beat this one to death. I told you to get out for the whole run. To me, situation is suboptimal, and what Cohen did was ill-advised. Then somebody basically calls him out, says, sir, you said to get out before the run even started, right? And of course, here's what was originally said. And again, plus 180% since this tweet. Everyone's just kind of hysterically laughing. But last but not least, the account recently pointed to Cramer's call for investors to exit their Bed Bath Beyond Inc. I know it's a little bit of stocks, but it still makes a little sense. Positions before its 180% rise as another example of when the investor has been wrong. Price action. At press time, Ethereum was trading at 1,593, down 1.97% over the last 24 hours, as per data from Benzinga. You kind of get the gist. But nonetheless, I just thought it was kind of, we need a good laugh, right? When there's crashes, we need a good laugh, right? So, yeah, basically, this guy, it was just like anything Jim Cramer says, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to basically short it. So, shout out again to Mr. Crypto Winner, aka Hump Not Dump, aka Badir, who maybe you want to join this community as well. All right, I'm going to kick it back to the comments real quick. And let's see. Brian Dowie, XRP $1 or higher by then. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just some things make sense. And then, let's face it, when that happens, it's kind of like that meme of, the big line for everybody's trying to get XRP. It's going to be huge lines, crazy volume for all these people are going to get XRP because they're finally believers, right? But there was only a few people like us in line at these prices. And why is it like that? It's like that because at the end of the day, people FOMO, especially new investors. Oh, this is the one to get into. Really? You're going to get into these when they're at the top of the mountain? Teach his own. Everybody's got to learn sometime, right? All right. Let's see here. Hump Not Dump, Quant. Yeah. Check out the Quant video. Really, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I thought it was pretty good. I changed the format just a little bit. And it's interesting, to say the least. My thing is visuals, right? It's one thing to bring up a chart about how Quant or any cryptocurrency has done from a numerical point of view, or just so lines of graph, if you will, all-time highs, lows, on all that stuff on CoinMarketCap. It's another to actually see like color-coordinated visuals just to kind of make a little bit more sense. You will love to see how Quant performed from 2018 to present in bear and bull markets, to say the least. Absolutely killed it. April Cornwell. Oh my God. Thanks, Salamander and Legrand. That's so sweet. That is sweet. She gives you flowers. Thank you, April. And thank you guys too. That's awesome. That is our community basically showing the love. And we love seeing it. The Drunken Master Crypto. Max, check out BitBoy suing some guy for speaking the truth. BitBoy has long been using his community to profit in the market. But if I had that many followers, how could you not like what you're up to? Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. I have to check into that. I don't know. But thanks for pointing that out. Edward Vincent, Jim Cramer, time market crash. Yeah. Just kidding. Salamander, yes, the Cornwells rock. Yes, they do. All of them. Even the kids. Shout out to the kids. You guys are thanking each other. Brian Dowie, do the opposite of what Cramer says. You can't go wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe that's why it's called Mad Money. It's just his statements are so crazy that you just like, I ain't gonna listen to this madman. I'm just gonna do the opposite, right? Thank you guys. Eric Vincent, Max's comment, reading style is Max Pro. Thank you. April Cornwell, you guys are so cool. That was so sweet. Let me try to do a Cartman with that.
Yes, you guys are so cool. They were so sweet.
There we go. And let's see. I had to throw in a Cartman. Even though I'm hoarse, I got to throw in a Cartman once in a while. It's been a long time, right? Oh gosh, you guys doing Beavis and Butthead. If I tried to do Beavis and Butthead impersonation right now, I would cough like crazy. You don't want to hear that. There you go. All right, Jeff Pruden. Hot news. Mark Cuban is going crazy on the SEC over nuclear guidelines. Yeah, and you know what? It kind of sucks to a sense. Hold on a second. Because I actually like Mark Cuban. And it's just at the end of the day, let's face it, everybody wants a scapegoat. Not everybody. I mean, maybe some of us don't, but let's face it, that's just the way it is sometimes. So he's just going to be the scapegoat. He's going to be the guy everybody wants to blame. It's just pointing of the fingers. You guys know it. How's XTC Salamander? Yeah, that's right. Salamander holds a big bag of XTC right on. I have a bag. I don't have anything close to that. I wish I did. Crypto winner Gary Gensler might lose his job at the end of the XRP case. I hope so. But let's face it. Let's say he, you know what I mean? It's kind of like anything, right? The head gets chopped off and then another one comes in. You think that guy is not going to be, he wants to have a name for himself. So I don't know. But I hear you. La Grande Commission, people will for more at 100K Bitcoin. You will see. Yeah, absolutely. You'll be all standing in line for it. Salamander Space, 505,000 XTC so far. Wow. Salamander, that gets a raise the world. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Brian Dowie, I agree. Humpty. Badir. I saw the quant video 2 times. Great. I just couldn't get enough. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Crypto winner, aka Hump Hump Thump. Awesome. Jeff Pruden, I bet they do Legrand. Cool Cat Crypto. Just get that triple X. Yes. XDC, XRP, and why am I drawing a blank? XLM. There we go. Salamander. I'm buying Casper now. Nice. Is Casper still around 5 cents? I think it is. I need to get me some of that. Why, guys, with the wrenches, please get the wrenches out. Get rid of these comments, please. It really helps. I don't know why that's sneaking in. That's not good. So by all means, guys, please help us out in regards to that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to repeat it because, just there's no reason to say it. This is not me coming down, you guys. I'm just saying, please help me out because if you have a wrench, I mean, that's what the wrench is for. Michael Cornwell, Casper is ETH 3.0. Yeah, that's what you guys are stating. So that's pretty awesome. Jeff Pruden, all the mods attack at once. Yep. When Lambo is April's new NFT. Yeah, I got that one. I got it from Legrand. I like that one. That one's cool. Okay, let me get more into this. Legrand Commission. Max, you can keep it short. We know you're not feeling good with all the allergies. I know how it's because it happens to me too. Well, I don't know. We'll see how things go. We're not going 2 hours, I'll tell you that much. But we'll still have some other things to talk about. It'll still be a good show. But thank you, Legrand. I appreciate you looking out for me. Cool Cat. My prediction is farting, lots and lots of farting. My goodness. Let's see. Legrand Commission. Only you can see that, Max. They were oh, okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. I don't know. I mean, I know some of you guys said something like the hackers are coming in. Michael Cornwell, we immediately took it off, but it still came through. Yeah. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Blocked them right away. Yep, that's you guys on top of it. Appreciate it. He sees all chat even if we take it out. Huh, I didn't know that. I'm being honest. I guess because I never saw it before. So when I saw it now, I was like, All right, last Mr. Lambos. Speaking of XLM and XDC, where do you see price action in 2023 for those two? Man, you're really going to ask me that. Well, 2023. Huh. I know that XDC is sitting around maybe 3 to 4 cents. I know it's a little bit over that for 2023. It's too hard for me to say at the moment. But with the whole, ISO 222 type thing going on, I'm thinking at least 25 cents. I know that sounds crazy, but I think that's a realistic possibility. I know market cap. I get it. Again, on all of these, refer you back to what? The utility, right? Focus on utility and not market cap. And that's how we achieve the market cap. The adoption will be there without people even realizing it. Even Mike Cornwell has basically stated that. in regards to XLM, even not counting ISO 222, right? XLM did very, very well within the last couple years. For instance, I held a bag of XLM since, oh my gosh, man, like for the longest time. And they're the ones that, of course, they're not in a rush to do a lot. They're a lot about quality. I still label them as the Western Union of crypto, if you will, but it's more than just that. So even that, with ISO 222 compliancy, that will definitely help as well. We get back into a bull market. I'm not just pulling figures out of nowhere. Let me pull out. Let me pull that up real quick, because what I want to do is I'm not going to do XDC because I'm pretty firm on the 25 cents minimum. But on XLM, it's a little bit more technical. I'm going to bring that up. Let's get into that actually. So, XLM, let's go ahead and take a look at it. There we go. Stellar Lumens, 11 cents. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. So a year ago, as in this time of year ago, it was at 44 cents. And then we're going to zoom out even more. By the way, before we get into that, let's see. Volume is currently down, but it's still a decent amount of volume. I mean, we're talking still top 30 coin, right? And it's a coin. It's on its own blockchain. But look at market cap. Is even at this bad time that we're in, it's sitting at a $2.7 billion market cap. But anyway, yeah, looking at it from all time, back in 2018, sitting at 89 cents. When I was really, really looking at it, I was actually looking at it right around this time, because you guys got to keep in mind, well, how is that, Max? Again, remember I was telling you guys about Shiba Inu and so on. So I was looking at Shiba Inu, I was looking at Stellar, all this stuff, right? And I saw this not exactly at 7 cents, but I roughly remember seeing it around my birthday, because my birthday is on May 12th. And I do remember seeing it around 55 cents, roughly, something like that. So my point is this, earlier on this year, we saw this, right around before or during the start of the Russia-Ukraine war. Of course, it went way, way down, but in the 20 cent levels and so on. So if we get back into a bull market, I'm going to go ahead and say that I realistically see this going to at least 50 cents, especially if we get back into a bull market, combined, of course, with the whole thing with ISO 222 compliancy, combined with the whole thing of, if you think about, are we forgetting something here? We are forgetting something here. Stellar Lumens was the only cryptocurrency, if I'm not mistaken, that was officially, I guess you could say, approved, if you will, from the Fed. And that happened, of course, what was that, late? If I'm not mistaken, that was at the end of the year of 2021. Don't quote me on that, but I do remember that whole thing. There was various influencers that did coverage on it, basically stating, don't turn a blind eye to Stellar Lumens. They basically had a meeting with I think it was Jerome Powell, if I'm not mistaken. You go back and look at the video. I know if you haven't seen that, by all means look into that. It's very interesting, silly. So, the whole thing with ISO 222 compliancy, all these things that they're developing, it just makes sense. I would say a minimum of 50 cents. And for a lot of us, that's not bad. Maybe it's not what you want to hear. Maybe you want to hear like $1, $2. I'm just looking at it from a minimum point of view. Could it go way past $1, $2? Yeah, absolutely could. But there's other ways we get there, and that involves what? The overall crypto market cap with everything, right? Global, that going way, way up. We're talking like 3-4 trillion. That's how we get to some of these monumental things. So I know it seems like on one side, it's like Max saying, hey, don't focus on market cap, focus on utility. Yes. But again, it also depends on what we're talking about. We're talking about the ISOs, then yeah, absolutely. Focus on utility, not market cap. So I know it's a little conflicting, but if you look more into it, especially if you guys are already invested in some of this stuff, it already makes sense to you, to say the least. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it back into the comments just real quick. Drunken Master Crypto. Oh no, Max, where'd he go? When I shut off my camera, because I don't want to, I don't know, it gets too distracting. Like right now. I just don't like the constantly coughing. You guys see me cough, but it is what it is. Salamander XDC top was 19 cents. Yeah, I mean, but again, that was, look at everything from the ISO point of view. We will see new all-time highs for quite a few different projects. It's just a given, right? So we'll definitely get there. It's just I'm not going to say 2023. Some people think, when I say 2023, they're thinking immediately, he's saying the beginning of 2023. No, I'm not. Depends on the time of the market in 2023. Tim Shea, I checked out the site. They want 2 ETH. Mike Cornwell, let's be real, guys. Staking delegation and Burns Luna Classic. Yes. Yeah. To say the least, right? So, the way I look at it, got to accumulate more. And a lot of us already have done that. Salamander in space. I believe XTC may go up to 50 to 60 cents in 2023. See, I'm not too far off with how you look at it, right? I said 50 cents. Or did I say 25 cents? I can't remember. I said 25 cents. My bad. So I was thinking of XLM. My bad. So we don't see eye to eye on that, but that's fine. But I'm not saying that's not going to happen. I'm just looking at it from my minimum prediction, and it's just that it's a prediction. I'm not a fortune teller. Drunken Master Crypto, aka Jeff Pruden, check out the Discord channel for the after show. Yeah, guys, absolutely. Hot news for the mods and the one and only Max. Yeah, I'll show up there for a little bit. Why not? I might not be there like as long as some other people, but I'll definitely be there for a little bit. Salamander in space. Remember Cardano when it was 9 cents? Nice. Yeah, to $3. Man, I mean, people made fortunes with that, right? And you still can. And even for people who are, looking at long term, that's my thing. My thing is just I need to have some good short term plays. That's why when I see Luna Classic hit at least 7 cents, yeah, I probably will take some profits off the top, to say the least, and I'll probably keep a few bags for upcoming years, because why not? All right, Blue Whale Ricky. Yes, Michael. I'm all in on Luna Classic. I'm very excited. Yeah, absolutely. Legrand Commission, Max. I never asked you before. What do you think of Dogelon, like Dogelon Mars, aka Elon? I have a bag of it in case Moon into the next bull run. There's nothing wrong with that. Man, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have it. I was on the fence of getting into it at one point. For me, it's just something I probably will not get into. This is not me flooding your bag or anything. It's just I'm more getting into projects in which have the utility. Does it have a great community? Absolutely. Of course it does. But my thing is, I'd rather take the same amount of money that I would put into like the likes of the Elon. That's what the one you're referring to is Elon ticker symbol, and put it into some other things with strong utility, like the ISOs and so on. But if you're already into it, by all means, do not sell for a loss. And you know what? At some point, it will pump. I would definitely say when the next bull run happens, here's the way I look at it, guys. I want to restate this just real quick. When it comes to all of these ones in which we talk about the bull run, recognize the bull run, but also be a little bit patient with that. I know we want to get trigger happy and it's just like, oh, it's the bull run. I'm going to sell all this and I'm going to make a ton of whatever. Do yourself a favor. This is how I do it. Okay. I'm not saying everybody has to be like me, and you guys probably got way more figured out than me. And guess what? I tip my hat to you. If I had a hat on, I would tip my hat to you for whatever way you do it. But for me personally, what I do is I have a watch list. So whether I'm, especially the ones I'm invested, you got to have a watch list. So I have two things: watch list and portfolio. I have them on CMC. I don't do the app. If you want to do the app, that's fine. From there, pay close attention to the ones that you're personally invested in. And what I may mean by that is like how much dollar amount you own, right? So if you have a bag of whatever, should represent that based on the price you came in. It's so important that you write down the price of whatever you got into. So for me, it's like Shiba Inu, right? Bought over 1 billion of them, 0.50799. I have to put that into like a ledger, or in this case, to represent my portfolio. And then from there, closely watch my watch list. So I saved some of these to my favorites. My point is this: you want to pay close attention to the all-time highs. So for instance, I'm going to use Shiba Inu for instance. First all-time high, May 2021. Some people say, well, no, Max, you're wrong. There was another one. I'm talking about the small ones. I'm talking about the real, I should reiterate that, the parabolic all-time highs. So the first real parabolic all-time high, May 2021. The next real huge parabolic all-time high, which is the all-time high, happened roughly, if I'm not mistaken, October or early November 2021 for Shiba Inu. So that's just an example. Now for you, Legrand Commission, for you, let's say it's Elon, go back and see whatever all-time highs that was. I believe at some point they, deleted one, maybe it's 2 zeros, but I don't think so. I think it's just one. So if anything, if it is to happen to be just one and they only have like one minute all-time high, nothing too parabolic, that is good news for you, because if anything, we get into a bull market. As you guys know, there's crap that will pump. How do we know that? Look at freaking Mononoke Inu. Yeah, I will throw them out there. Oh, Max, you're flooding it. Hey, I hold Mononoke Inu. I'm not proud of it, but I hold it. And it's garbage. But guess what? That garbage is going to pump at some point, as we know. The key thing is a lot of these things will pump while other ones are going parabolic. Recognize that. Pay close attention to that watch list of yours. Go through it. If you see something like, for instance, in Legrand's case, the Elon, pay close attention to it. Don't get trigger happy. What I mean by that is, oh, it's a bull market. Oh, we're up 30%. Still, pay attention to the global market cap. If you notice that something crazy like global market cap just went up a whole trillion, like let's say we got it back up to like 3 trillion market cap, and the next thing you know, within a few days, it's up to 4. Again, pay close attention to those charts, if you will, about which ones went parabolic at some point last year. I know it's time consuming, but it'd be very well worth it. You want to, I guess you could say, try to time it for when it goes really, really parabolic. And what I mean by really, really parabolic, I'm talking like, like 75% or more, right? When Shiba Inu, that whole thing happened, I mean, that was like crazy, like 200-300% when you're looking at like the 24-hour chart. It's just insane. And it would just keep doing it. So my point is, again, I want to see you all do well, but I also don't want to see it where you just sell for, far less than what you could have gotten. Again, guys, I understand it's a lot more time consuming, but think about it. You've been here this long. Why wouldn't you want to try to play like that? I don't know. I got a little bit off on a tangent on that. Maybe you guys already know this stuff, but some of us don't, and there's nothing wrong with it. We all have our own journey, if you will. We all have come in at different points, and we all have something different to share in that regard. And then another thing I was going to last but not least, just make it a rule of habit. Let's say you see something about the pump for no reason you don't understand, or try to see if it's a case of buy the rumor, sell the news. Because if it is, then you may want to consider taking private profits off the top. If it happens to be something in which, man, they just did this great partnership. Again, do what? Go to CoinMarketCap, go to the particular crypto, go see what's going on Twitter. Twitter should be your go-to reference for what's going on. Don't rely so much on just a news article. Seriously, the community will post, whereas, from the official devs or somebody from the community. If you're not getting anything from that, go again to Twitter, type in hashtag whatever your crypto is. Guarantee somebody's going to be talking about it, and you'll find more information about it. If it happens to be something like, man, there's this big pump and it's up 50%, and then you see some other detailed news like, but guess what? Within the next 2 weeks, there's going to be even a bigger catalyst. Again, recognize that. And if it seems to be something like, holy crap, this is way more significant than what's going on with this current pump, again, you can kind of draw your own conclusion. Again, I just want to see everybody do well. We have a great community here. Why wouldn't I? Let me see where I'm at with the comments. I might have to just kind of skim through real quick. Let's see. All right. That's where we were at last. Okay, sorry about that. Calvin, welcome back, Calvin. What's your opinion on Chainlink? Not in terms of price, but in terms of use over the next few years, I should say. My opinion on Chainlink is that I don't have an opinion on Chainlink, unfortunately. Am I aware of Chainlink? Yes, absolutely. I've heard of Chainlink for like a couple years now. My thing is, it's something that never really grabbed my attention. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's one of many cryptos that I happen to not know about, but I have heard a lot of great things about it. I just at this point am not choosing to get into it anytime soon. Maybe there's something I'm missing out about. And if there is, by all means, not just you, but everybody else, let me know. Because if I am missing out on something and something significant is on the near roadmap, then I need to know about that because I don't want to miss out. But yeah, I'm not going to BS you, Calvin. Never will when it comes to this stuff. I just don't know enough about it. But maybe some other people here invested into it. I'm sure there is. I mean, Chainlink is pretty darn popular. Mike Cornwell, 0.301 to 0.201 to a penny to 10 cents to $1. Luna Classic. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. Cool Crack Crypto. Can't be pet rocks and 40 all the time. Yeah. Log on commission. Man. He says, I bought it really cheap, still in the positive. Nice. That's good. There's going to be times in which, you may be tempted to dollar cost average into it more. Again, I'm not going to tell you that, you shouldn't do that. But my thing, again, is still one of those ones that it has zero utility. And don't get me wrong, there are always going to be those few out there in which have zero utility or promising future utility, but they aren't there yet, that might end up doing well. But I think it's safe to say this, guys, those won't do well until when the bull market comes. I'll give a shout out to Bleez. He mentioned this if you were here for it. He stated that it's kind of like it's like crumbs, if you will, right? Bull market, and all these things do well in the top 100, and then from there, some other various altcoins, and then whatever is left is crumbs. Can your crumbs pump and go parabolic? Yeah, absolutely could. But at the same time, my thing is, instead of putting in more on a second bag for the likes of Elon, why wouldn't you want to do it with something that can just be monumental wealth, like some of the ISOs? Teach his own. Crypto winner, Hump Not Dump, Texas and other U.S. states have extra wattage for electricity they can't use this year, so they're selling it first to the Texas mining companies. This means more action into the space. Okay. Thank you for that. Salamander in space, ISO 2022 equals long term. That's the way I look at it. But of course, if we get something crazy, right? I mean, it's like, oh man, if you cash out part of this, you're gonna make 100, 200,000. I mean, of course, we're all gonna do what we got to do, right? But yeah, that's the way I look at ISO is long term, because long term is what some people say. Long term, Max. What is long term? Is long term 10 years? Well, when I look at the ISOs, I'm basically talking about short to long term. So November 2022, when the switch gets turned on for some of these projects, and then also all the way to 2025. That is the long range term. For people that came from stocks or a Roth IRA, that's nothing. right? That's nothing at all. I mean, come on, guys. Before crypto, we were talking about like, all right, well, if we save up this much, and in 40 years when we go to retire, it'll be worth this much. Shoot, that even in a drop in a bucket compared to some of these crazy gains in crypto, and that's why you guys got into crypto, right? I could say that full heartedly with conviction. Mike Corma, prayers for $1 Luna Classic. I will bless so many. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I pray. I actually do pray for my investments. I literally say, dear Lord, please. Like, I know it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But it would be so nice if we didn't have to wait many years and just happen like sooner than later, right? Let's see, Mike, Blue Ricky, Michael. I got that Lamborghini NFT. Yeah, it's a cool looking one. Maybe if I get a pet rock and fart more Luna Classic will move. All right, I'm gonna skip some of these comments. Nothing against it. It's just let me see. Michael Cornwell with another 99-cent super chat. Sorry about that. It's just not popping up, man. Tim Shea, bullish as F on Luna Classic. Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. I think there's the 3Xs will eventually do better. Yeah, eventually it will. Salamander Space, $1 super chat. Thank you so much, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Jeff Prudent, aka the Drunken Master Crypto. Max. Do you have access to the YouTube channel dashboard? I don't know what you mean. I think I do. Blue Whale Ricky. Yeah, I mean the StreamYard is. Hold on a second. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, but tell me what you're referring to. Like what is specifically are you? Obviously you're asking about that for a certain reason. Blue Whale Ricky, $490 for last month electricity bill, and my house is like 1,000 square feet. That's ridiculous, man. That's oh man. The most I ever had was like 480, and then I got on some kind of like I don't know, some kind of program that brought it down like 25%. And then they even had a new special. Listen to this. So in Phoenix area, they have this thing called APS, which I believe stands for Arizona Power. I guess power supply or some power system, something like that. And a few years ago, they actually were overcharging, and then they had to give a bunch of people like myself a refund. It's just ridiculous what the power companies charge. There's another one in town called SRP, which is Salt River Project. And for those people who have that, they get charged significantly less. So it's just so ridiculous, to say the least. Okay. Mike Cornwell. Luna will blow before triple X. Well, I know what you mean. Then invest. I have Luna Classic bags delegated to Luna Classic. Nice. Hold on. I'm not done. Me holding 1 inch was garbage, and that's what she said. God, that's horrible. I'm sorry. All right. Drunken Master Crypto Max. I bought some chilies. Nice. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get right into chilies real quick, because I got some good news for you guys who are holding chilies. So let's go ahead and kick that into high gear, if you will. All right. So, I mean, Chili's is slightly down, but in reality, let's face it, it's really not. I mean, if you compared it to like if you entered into if you entered into, at this at like 9.5 cents or below 10 cents, right? You've done more than a 2x. The volume is down, but it's not, it's fine. It's still a top 50 crypto. We know the deal, right? So when we look more into this, and by the way, before we look more into this, I just want to show you guys some of this stuff. So the high for the year a year ago was 64 cents. If you're wondering about some of the stuff, I know some of you guys are wondering. All-time high was April 14th, roughly 2021, which was, I know right here it says 53 cents, but I'm looking at the far left side. So in reality, it was like probably about 78 cents. And of course, a year from, now is about 64 cents. So anywhere from 64 to 78 cents, right? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And for Chili's to do this well, of course, during a bear market is pretty awesome. Now, in regards to Chiliz, there was a big announcement that was made. Okay. This was retweeted about 11 hours ago from WireX. Again, I know WireX has their own crypto. We'll talk more about WireX later on, believe it or not. It is one that's on my close watch list, but that might be for another week. So it mentions we got an exclusive Q&A with the world's leading blockchain provider. Hold on a second. I'm just making sure I'm not muted. Sometimes I feel like, oh no, am I muted? Anyway, we got an exclusive Q&A with the world's leading blockchain provider for sports and entertainment. Guys, see, this is not just Maximus throwing out some random terms. I would never do that anyway. But it is just like that. You got to look at Chiliz as in it's the ESPN of crypto because it literally is. All right. So it goes on to mention Chiliz, who are currently working with PSG English at Juventus FC EN, which is like a sports team, and Arsenal, to name a few. Read on Chiliz fans. And we're going to take you right to it. And this is some of the Q&A. I'm not going to do all of it, but if anything, it's going to make you feel a little bit better about why you got into Chiliz. So 3 fast facts on Chiliz. Chiliz is the creator of fan tokens as well as sports and entertainment fan engagement application, Socios. By the way, if you hold Chiliz, go to socios.com and give you a better and bigger perspective of what exactly Chiliz is all about from a social media perspective. You may even decide to be a regular on there. Just throwing it out there. Number 2, currently Chiliz has partnered with over 150 sports IPs across 10 sport verticals. I'm telling you, man, they're killing it. Number 3, Chiliz is building its own Ethereum-compatible Layer 1 blockchain, Chiliz Chain 2.0. Again, this is some of why you saw some of the price action. Now, it goes on to mention, we hope sports fans are here now because we're back with exclusive insights from the Chiliz team. The innovative utility token is designed for the sports industry, allowing fans. Now, guys, pay attention to this part. If anything, if you're just kind of drifting off, that's fine. I get it. We all got our own lives and we got families and all sorts of stuff that distract us. But if you're into Chiliz or on the brink of getting into Chiliz, or you just don't really know that much about Chiliz, but you keep hearing me talk about it, this is the point or the area that you want to pay attention to. Again, this innovative utility token is designed for the sports industry, allowing fans to buy tokenized shares of influence in their favorite teams. Now, I get it. A lot of us are in America, and soccer is just not really the biggest thing here. I know some of you guys, they're like, well, Max, I go to some of the locals. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about on the international front, right? Where you literally, you ape in or you beat your chest for your favorite country, Brazil, Spain, Portugal, that type of stuff, right? Real Madrid or Manchester United, stuff like that, right? Big difference, okay? So it goes on to mention, it says, how has blockchain changed the sports and entertainment spaces over the last couple of years? This part it's useful information, to say the least. So it says, blockchain is changing the sports and entertainment space in many ways, from fan engagement, membership, ticketing, to collectibles, games, etc. As the creator of fan tokens, guess what? Keyword, fan tokens. Fan as in these various teams. Anyway, we are using blockchain to build a brand new token-gated on-chain membership program where fans are given a meaningful voice while competing to earn exclusive and valuable rewards provided by their favorite teams and clubs. I'm telling you, if Chiliz was into the NBA, forget about it, right? Like, yeah, if Chiliz was into the NBA, forget about it. Go back to Jersey, you bum, right? But literally, it's just that. If Chiliz was into the likes of MLB and all this other stuff, oh my goodness. It'd probably be one of the biggest stories in all crypto. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway, teach his own. Blockchain ensures that all the poll results are transparent by decreasing the risk of tampering compared with the classical centralized voting system. Can you imagine at some point, I'm going to stay neutral. I get where you guys coming from, but can you imagine at some point we had a legitimate system for crypto and basically that has something to do with what? Our elections. You can see it all on the blockchain. The whole thing of, oh, this was tampered, this was rigged. Anyway, you get where I'm going with that. It says also with the popularization of NFTs, we have also seen many sports and entertainment brands testing out their new ticketing systems or digital collectibles are built in the form of an NFT. NFTs, especially in the format of ERC-721, ensures that every single item is unique and distinguishable. Everyone can track down the ownership for each token. Now, I'm not going to read all this, but this part I am going to read, and then I'm going to kick it back to the comments, and we'll cover a few more things before we end the show. But it mentions this. Are your users more sport and entertainment fans or crypto enthusiasts? And I like this because if anything, even if you're not a fan of these teams, you recognize what? Opportunity. So check this out. It says sports fans and crypto enthusiasts are the two main components of the Chiliz community. There's also a big overlap between the two categories. Our crypto enthusiast followers are mostly active in Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. You guys, of course, are doing just that. I'm not a big fan of Telegram, but I'm all over Twitter. And you guys know my gaming background, I do Discord. But it goes on to mention they have strong faith in the utilization of blockchain in sports and also actively follow the updates and progress of the Chiliz chain. We also have an active user base of our exchange product, Chiliz.net, which is the first tokenized sports and entertainment exchange. Again, when we think of terms like that, what are we thinking of? We should be thinking of, like, for instance, exchanges. Well, is it centralized? Is it decentralized? It doesn't matter. The point is, you have been into crypto for a while, hopefully. No offense to the people who are new. By the way, if you are new, welcome. But I will state this. If it's decentralized, I immediately think of what? The likes of Uniswap. If it's centralized, I think of the likes of what? Binance, Crypto.com. So when I see terms like this of quote unquote the first tokenized sports and entertainment exchange, I think, my God, it really is just that. The ESPN of crypto. And literally with an exchange, are you kidding me? On top of that, our fan engagement platform, Socios.com, again, the social media platform for Chiliz, is mainly facing mainstream fans. Socios users are actively participating in all the fan activities. And by the way, again, check it out. It ain't some, third-rated, like just small type of thing. They have a huge platform. Check it out. But anyway, it says Socios users are actively participating in all the fan activities, including polls, quizzes, and other mini games, such as a score predictor to support their favorite teams while redeeming exclusive rewards. Now, you guys can do more of your own research in regards to this. Like it says right here, what sports brands have the most have been the most popular with fans and why. You could already answer some of this already. Right here, Manchester. I mean, some of these other ones. I mean, you don't even have to follow this stuff to know who's the most popular, right? What are the current issues for sports and entertainment fans? I mean, they answer everything. To a sense, this is like an AMA. I don't even work for them. But my point is, I can get passionate about what opportunities, and you should too. Again, not financial advice, but I did recommend it to everybody at the 9.5 cent level, and look where it's at right now. So I'm gonna kick it back to to our committee, and let's get right back into it. So Tim Shea, yes, Humpty, thanks for finishing. Hold on a second. You guys are laughing. That's good stuff. Oh my goodness. How about this? He's a cat, but my gigantic, just for the record, as a cat, my goodness, you're hung like a blue whale, Ricky. All right. Let's see here. Shut the blank up, kids. Yeah. La Grande Commission. Max, I'm sending you healing prayers to you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really need it. But I am getting better. I mean, I feel like I'm getting really, really better. It might not seem like it, but I am. Mike Cornwell. Okay, I'm sorry. You guys talk about the coldness outside. You guys are horrible. Anyway, Jeff Prudent. The bull market's only going to happen as soon as Democrats lose America. That's going to be a couple of horrible, horrible months in the future. Yeah, I got to keep it neutral. But I hear you. I'm not really a big fan of both parties, to be honest, but to each his own. Let's see. I will state this much. I do, in my lifetime, Ronald Reagan, best president. That's just my opinion. And then on the other side, you guys might be like, "Whoa, Max, I did think Clinton actually did a great job with the economy. There was a surplus at one point, but teach his own." Let's see here. Bullish divergence. Okay, hold on. What's this? Can't talk more here. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Mr. Lambos, how do you join the Discord? Not too familiar with Discord. I'm sure Edward Vincent can help you out with that. Can't apply for anything here since our electricity is controlled by our city. Yeah, it's controlled by our city as well, but they have some kind of 25% off thing, and I was like, okay, how do I qualify for that? And they're like, how many people live at your household? And at the time it was like 5 people. So they're like, wow, for what you're paying, you should get a discount. And I'm like, yeah, darn right, I should get a discount, but whatever. Now there's 2, but hey, all those times I overpaid. As the saying goes, don't volunteer negative information about yourself. Who's the number 1 person for that? Bill Clinton. Anyway, let's see. Max the Discord in the bio stuff down below. Okay, cool. All right, how about this? Michael Cornwell's got a suggestion. How do we consistently add more people here night? Everyone think about that. Maybe 5 new people a day. That's 25 new refs a week. Let's grow this. Yeah, thank you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's numbers game. I mean, if we have people basically, it's kind of like I mentioned before, right? Being crypto disciples, if you will, right? Sharing the crypto gospel. Well, in this case, crypto talk now. Just if we had every single person that's here right now, and you guys know you guys are the core, right? And I love you guys for that. Every single person from the core community, let's even lowball it, right? Well, I see where my core must come from, but even if it wasn't 5, I mean, 5 is a good goal. That'd be great, right? Like he mentions, that's 25 new refs a week. Let's grow this. But you know what? Let's say you did 5 and only 1 out of the 5 show, because we got to be realistic too. Some people just forget and whatever. So, that in itself is a lot more than what we have. So I'm all for the suggestions and the recommendations. Thank you for that, Mike. Let's see here. The Grand Commission. I have an idea. We should make the Crypto Talk Now mascot. Yeah. I thought we did have a mascot. I thought it was Patches. Let's see. All right. Blue L Ricky. The SEC specifically argues that XRP, the token itself, is the embodiment of all the promises and efforts made by Ripple starting in 2012, continuing today, and therefore all XRP are securities. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's the SEC trying to do anything they can to stir the pot and come, I don't know, like Ollie Frazier or whatever, the rope-a-dope. I think that was actually Ollie Foreman. But anyway, you get the point. They're going to try to come up with any creative thing they can. April Cornwell, 5 new regular members a night. Share this with crypto friends, and let's make everyone feel welcome to where we come to be friends like we do. Phone died, Mike. Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. Shout out to April Cornwell and Mike. That's the whole thing. I mean, it's just it's word of mouth, and then doing follow-ups. And then when you guys see a new person here, you simply welcome them. I mean, it's I don't know. Some people use reference like it's like church in a way. Like, you see people in the foyer, right? You're going to welcome them. You're just going to have them stand there and, feel out of place. You're going to welcome them. So, Caleb's Patches mascot. Yeah, I was just thinking, I thought he already was, but I hear you. Max P. Hey, good to see you, man. Late to the show, Max. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Max P. Always good to see you. Hump Not Dump. New York City is a hub for soccer. I just showed Blue Ricky how every park on NYC is full of people playing soccer 7 days a week. Yeah, but also think about this, and that's great. I agree with you. But New York City is a lot more diversified compared to what the rest of America. You go to certain areas of America, and it's just not too diversified. Here in Phoenix, it's very well diversified, but it just all depends. Like when I was living in Portland, Oregon, right? That's where I'm born and raised. Guess what's the main sport is there? We only have one show in town, right? Because it rains all the time. Basketball. So, not a lot of people can, play soccer there because what? It's raining all the freaking time. So, but yeah, that makes sense. Tim Shea, soccer is the most cost-effective sport. Yep. All right, Luna Drops is coming when people sell out. The staking is going to happen if it pumps. Can't wait for 1.2% burns for Luna Classic. Yep. Cheers back at you. Brian Dower, soccer is the cheapest sport for parents and also the biggest sport works. Worldwide. Yeah, absolutely. I'll read this last one and then I gotta get to some of these other ones. Coinbase Coin will introduce its own liquid staking token called Coinbase Wrapped Staked ETH, CB ETH. Okay, nice info, Blue Whale Ricky. Shout out to you for that, man. Nice. Ahead of the Ethereum blockchain's merge in September. You ask a question. Summer Flood, $2 super sticker. Thank you for that. Really, really thank you. Can't thank you enough for all you guys. Been doing really well tonight. Thank you. You guys saying what's up to Mr. Summer Flood. Bill Ricky, Coinbase will add support for Coinbase Wrapped Stake ETH on the Ethereum network. I said when we go to 2 hours, but we're getting kind of close to it. So I'm going to wrap it up here shortly. But there is one more thing I want to cover real quick before we go. Edward Vincent, we see Alice Zero's protocol as a masterpiece in privacy preserving distributed ledger technology development, says their papers. All right. Brad Dowie, the more kids playing soccer now than hockey in Toronto, Canada. Oh, interesting. Especially in Toronto. Wow. All right, I'm towards the bottom. All right. Drunken Master Crypto, Max and Moz. I was just looking at the EOS token and it is on a steady incline upward. Does anybody know about this project? I saw on the list, right? Top 100, and I saw it was doing the best, and I consistently see it pop up. It's getting to the point, it's like, maybe I should research it more, but I got so much more stuff I need to research. But by all means, guys, you guys are part of the community. If you see something significant in regards to EOS, I know you guys will post about it. We'll hear about it. If you guys got requests, you want me to look more into it, I need to hear a little bit more from our community in regards to that, because I don't just do requests just to do requests. Brian Dow, I used to play hockey when I was a kid. Cost my parents big money. I had to train in the summer and got me nowhere. My son has a lot of fun playing soccer and it's much cheaper. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if there's any more. Oh, yeah, there is. Luna Classic. I didn't have a chance to cover this. So I'm going to go ahead and we might actually go 2 hours. If we do, it's all right. It's fine. I love you guys. And sometimes you may deserve the 2 hour. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to share this. And let's kick it into it. So we already covered that. We talked about that. We talked a little bit about Bitcoin. This is actually just a similar thing to what we talked about earlier. All right. So what I wanted to point out was this. I don't know why I didn't do this at the beginning of the show, so I apologize. So shout out colors to everyone who stayed. But some of you guys know about this, some of you guys don't. Okay. So I do follow Whales Club 100X when it comes to some of this because why not, right? And yes, the blue whale kind of reminds me of Ricky. Anyway, breaking news, Whales Club, it's official. The tax burn and staking will be available very soon. The voting power is at 69%. And of course, check this out. This is at Bill B. We will be at the 65% with Orion's update. Again, if you've been following Luna Classic, and you're into the more the technical aspects, like shout out to Happy Caddy Crypto and so on. These are some of the more technical things about it. But for those who have been following it, you will always see who Orion's update. That's just a given. So with Orion and 4Bull committed, we are at 69%. We'll update the spreadsheet until it is confirmed and done, though. But this is going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen. Now, on top of that, I know a lot of you guys are subscribed to this gentleman right here, Crypto King. He does an excellent job of covering Luna Classic. He gets into the more, nitty gritty technical aspects of it. Like, for instance, what's going on with validators, delegation, just all sorts of things like, Orion, all of it. Right. But, like what you see right here, not a lot of times I recommend other influencers or shouldn't say for content creators, but I will recommend him because he does a very good job in that regard. He says, watch this video for important details on Luna Classic. This was posted about 7 hours ago. Some of you guys already seen this. I think Mike Cornwell's a fan of him. But yeah, take a look into that to say the least. And then on top of that, where is it? Right here. Hold on a second. Yeah, right here. I already had it. My bad. So just in, this is 13 hours ago, but still it's valid. Everyone is ready for the /burn. Look at this. Look at the indicator for this. I know it seems kind of weird to see some of these visuals, but strong buys, to say the least, for whales, leaning towards that. And, you know, if anything, like with other projects, with Luna Classic and so on, we always do what? We track whale activity. So if you've seen the whales, you know, leaning towards strong buys of Luna Classic, I mean, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. All right. And then on top of that, hold on a second. Just going to look at the crypto bubbles for a second. We could have done that earlier. Here is for the top 100. Here's EOS, right? Some of these other ones. Before, I mean, on the 1 hour chart, it was just, it was green. And just, again, it's back to red. I just want to show you guys that real quick. Last but not least, we have Bitcoin. Here's the actual chart. Wanted to do this earlier. I do apologize. I'm thinking that we might see that pullback. I'm leaning towards a pullback right here. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. That is for the 1 day. I'll take a look at the 12-hour real quick. Okay. And then let's take a look at the 1 minute. I'm actually going to do 1 hour. Hold on. So that 1 hour compared to, let's do 15 minutes real quick. Yeah, that 1 hour looks pretty interesting to say the least. But the one that really stands out, of course, is for the day. I'm thinking we're going to see a pullback. I'm just being honest. I'm not the most technical analysis guy, but when I have enough experience to see that this might be a pullback. We talked briefly at the beginning of the show about what pullbacks can happen. If you came in late, go ahead and rewind it. It's roughly at the first 10, 15 minutes, something like that. You'll have an idea what we're talking about. We talked about Chiliz. By all means, take a look more into this, especially if you're on teetering on getting into Chiliz, or if you're already into Chiliz. Okay. And last but not least, we talked about Stellar Lumens. So with that said, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Let's see where we're at, and then we're going to wrap it up. Let me see. So thank you again for that super chat, Selmo Fudd. Blue Will Ricky, they have to look into it more. If I skip some comments, I apologize. I think we talked about that earlier. Yep, we did talk about all that earlier. So let's see. Yeah, I think I know where we're at. Drunken Master Crypto at Larry, please come to the Discord tonight for questions from the mods. Thank you. He has a day off. He has a legitimate day off. He will not be here tonight. He just won't be. He actually has some plans. The Drunken Master Crypto, we love you, Max. Thank you. I love you guys too. Really appreciate you all. I'm sorry, Hump Not Dump. Finally had a crypto talk full show. Great job, Max. Missed this. We're back, baby. Yeah, we are. You know what? I want to share some good news with you guys, okay? This will be the last thing I share. I'm going to share our channel. Okay. Oh, I see another super chat came in. Hold on a second. How come that's not coming up? Oh, there it is. Mike Cornwell, Max, are we at cup and handle for Luna Classic? So, you were pointing out for the week yesterday. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. That's a good question. Let me pull that up real quick. So I'll just do top 500, and I'm going to type in Loon C. I got to share it. Hold on. Give me a second. Window. Let's see. Okay. Oh, man, that's not the one. Here's the one. KuCoin. Sorry, I meant to mute myself. My bad. Let's have it load up. Ah, man. All right, let's look at it. For the day, we are not at cup and handle. Yesterday, I was leaning towards we are. But we, hold on a second. We may be at the start of a pennant. A pennant is forming. That is very, very good. How do we know that? It's representative of other pennants that we see with Luna Classic. Let me go to the 12 hours, see if that changed. It did. Okay. Maybe 4 hour. Okay, this is still good over here. Yeah, we're not at cup and handle. I know. Let's get to the 26th. Probably 27th, guys. Let's be honest. Let's get to the 27th. Let's try to see if we get cup and handle again. We get cup and handle on 27th and also, hell, even a relief rally, right? Wow, to say the least. I know, guys. I get the tingly just thinking about it. But don't be surprised if something should happen. Not negatively speaking, but the disappointing thing would, of course, be if some crazy thing happens in the world. Let's be honest. But I do see a pennant forming. Yeah, absolutely. So this is good on that one day. Hold on a second. I got cough again. Oh my God, I was on mute. I apologize. So what I was gonna say is, yeah, it didn't look like it was a cup and handle, and if anything, it does look like that was not an apex, but a pennant was forming. I don't know how long I was muted. I do apologize. My bad. But what I was gonna say is, yes, again, the pennants form. That is a good thing in itself. But as far as cup and handle, I don't know if I was muted on that part. Again, I apologize. But let's again wait for 26, probably the 27th. We see cup and handle on 27th. It could be just huge, absolutely huge. But again, we need a few other things. But yeah, I would say cup and handle should be something we come back to on the 27th, not the 26th, because as you guys know, we need something to reflect based on data for the 26th. The 26th, of course, is the big day. Maybe we could spot on the 12 hour, and when we bring up the charts, maybe we can see what exactly is going on, and maybe the market will reflect that. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. Crypto winner 31 people, 31 links. Thank you. Yep, thank you. Brian Dowie, great show tonight. Thanks, Max. Thanks, bud. Yep, thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Tim Shea, XL, XRP, XLM, XTC, Luna Classic. Yep. Mentellect, thanks for coming, man. I was wondering about you. Bitcoin being dumped on the market next week will crash crypto. Yeah, not a good thing. Thanks, Max. Later, guys. Hold on. ETH to 790 before pullback. Larry will not be here tonight, guys. And last but not least, it's all good. So, guys, I just want to go ahead and say that is a wrap for the most part tonight. Hopefully, you guys, for the most part, enjoyed the show. It seemed like you guys did. And if anything, stay tuned to tomorrow. Don't know if Larry will be back for the 3 p.m. show tomorrow. That wasn't communicated, but still be on the lookout for it. He might very well be. He's got a lot going on in his own, personal life and so on. I remember the other day he wanted to show up for that show, and then he got held up at the car dealership and stuff like that. But I don't know what's going to go on for the 3 p.m. show, but I will state this. I will be back with him tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And, of course, we will continue to cover some of this stuff. I forgot. It isn't a wrap yet. I wanted to share the good news with you guys. So there is some good news. And let me pull that up real quick. So let me just share a tab this time around. Ah, man. So share. We'll just go right to YouTube. And all right. So I think you guys see this. Hold on. Yeah, you see this. All right. So check this out, guys. Videos. Okay. So look at, for one, check out the videos if you haven't done so already. I know we usually do go good on Quant. I need to reiterate this. You guys saw it got listed for some reason as like this was going to be a live stream or something. So it says Terra Luna could 10x soon. Again, look at the actual coin there. That is not Luna Classic. That's the new Terra Luna. And I know that we're all super hyped and excited about Luna Classic, and rightfully so, right? But don't turn a blind eye to the new Terra Luna. Now, I know you guys don't see this, but I'm just going to pull up the price at $1.73. So if you haven't watched that video, watch it. You're going to want to watch it because if anything, that's what it's referring to. So that video is not, again, I want to reiterate, not referring to Luna Classics, referring to Terra Luna as in 2.0. Okay. And that's what's referring to. Could it 10x soon? It could very well. And it's outlined in the video within that 10 minutes how that's possible because it has direct correlation to what happened with BTT. I'm personally invested in BTT. Do I recommend it to you? No. I'll be honest. I do not recommend BTT to you. For me personally, I'm going to be into it for the long run because the way my attitude is, I'm already into it. And again, Mike, the investor, kind of reinstilled my confidence. That's beside the point. I know we're going to wrap up, but I just, again, want to reiterate, this is for Terra Luna 2.0 is what that's about. And guys, I'm not joking. That very well could 10x. We will follow that closely in that regard. Is Luna Classic still a better deal for where your money could go the farthest? Of course, absolutely. But nonetheless, it was worthy of doing a video. And if anything, it gets more eyeballs here. But the point is this, here's the good news. Our numbers are back up. For the people that we lost, we are now recovered back to what we were at before all the stuff happened. So that is good news. This video on Quant was released 8 hours ago. It's already up to almost 200 views. And then yesterday's show, 387 views. We're getting there. We're getting back to where we need to be. But guys, we have recovered what we have lost, to say the least, and that is a very, very good thing. Thank you again so much for everything that you guys are doing. And I can't thank you enough. You guys believe in this show, this community. You guys should be proud of yourselves. Pat yourself on the back. We all know who we are. And with that said, everybody, I'm going to look into the last comments, and then we're going to wrap things up. Jeff, oh, sorry. Tim Shea, you are doing a great job, Max. Thank you. Thank you, Tim Shea. Always appreciate you. And you're a very forgiving person, to say the least. I mean, I'm talking about yesterday. So thank you for that, my friend. I also saw the nice comment that you made on a recorded video. Thank you for that. Edward Vincent, kudos to Max. And by the way, I'm going to see you guys here shortly. I might have to hook my dad up with something to eat, but I will see you guys here shortly. I won't take too long for the after show. Drunken Master Crypto, Max, sweet show, man, 100%. Thank you for that. And last but not least, again, Jeff Pruden, at Larry, please come to the Discord channel for mods. Lots of questions. Okay, no problem. I'll pass the message on to him. Dylan Patterson, sorry, my friend. You say Luna Classic. You can rewind it, but we want to welcome you nonetheless. We're wrapping up the show. We're hitting about close to that 2-hour mark. But by all means, come back tomorrow if you could for Crypto Talk Now with myself and Larry, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We have a very welcoming community. We'll be more than glad to answer any of your questions, comments, concerns, etc., etc. And with that said, that is a wrap, everybody. I will see you post-show in a few minutes. Thanks again for tuning in. May you all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.